What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today's episode we'll be tackling the downpipe on the turbos, and hopefully this thing works out, because let me show you guys. Okay, so it looks like with my previous setup right here I could still reuse it, but the problem is this thing is basically right on there with the new B-band, so it's really close. Now if this thing was a 2.5 inch exit, that'd be perfect, but this is a 3-inch exit, so my B-band here actually fits right inside. So not sure how I'm gonna tackle that, but if this is how much clearance I have to fill with a B-band, then I'll probably figure out how to add either an adapter or something in between, and the rest will probably be about the same clearance. And also, like I said, I did finish this up, so all the wastegate are mounted on the exhaust housing. For this side right here, it goes to the bottom. This one's a little bit tight, but it's able to go back out this way. And then this one is super tight, but it's there. I think it's good. Now thinking the way I'm going to tackle this, I'm going to do one side and then transfer over to the other side. And I'm going to try to keep everything the same, that way I don't have to remake this whole thing, because that was kind of complicated to do. Now if I can make that work, that means all my electric cutout will be in the same location. I would probably have to shift it a little bit just because this thing won't be at the same angle anymore to match that, but with the addition of external wastegate, I do have to route it back into the exhaust anyway, so there is going to be some changes there. Cool, check it out, guys. So this is 2.5 piping, and as you guys can see, I just extended it to 3-inch. Alright guys, so I was able to get the fitment that I want on this side, so that's pretty good. I'm just waiting for it to cool off, and then I'll start working on this side right here. Now this is where I tend to get kind of impatient waiting for things to cool off, but I know in the past, if I don't let that cool off and I start fabbing here, this will be off. But in the meantime, what I could do is cut this up and then start making the piping that I will need here. And then it should be just the same as that. You know, you have your exhaust housing, a small piece, and then the V-band, and the new exhaust, or the old exhaust. Alright guys, so that was a little bit more work than anticipated, but I think I got it done. So those things are fully connected. That's fully connected. This one, I'm waiting for it to cool off so I could weld this part right here. Ooh, this part right here. But other than that, everything else is good. And let me show you guys my new oil feed and oil drain setup. Alright, so here's the 4 turbos, and what I have here is just an adapter to a 4AN. And for the drain, since I already have those as 12AN, I decided to keep everything 12AN, which is better for the engine anyway, or for the turbo anyway. 12AN would pretty much guarantee that I don't have any oil backup on this cartridge. Now I did have to use an adapter to be able to do this, which means that this is about 1/2 inch to almost I don't know, 3/4 of an inch longer than my original setup. Now it shouldn't affect too much because I do have a lot of slack in the bottom anyway, but we'll see. Well, I kind of knew this was coming, but yeah. So the oil drain right there, that's way too close to that wastegate. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But also I can't turn it any closer because it hits this. Oh, pointing the wrong thing. Hits this. So I think I might have to do some more hammering job here. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Just one little thing. So I'll take that off, and then I'll probably trim this bottom part right here. I marked it before. I don't know why I didn't take it off, or I didn't cut into it. Forgot about it. Alright, so a little bit of clearancing there in the back. Nice and smooth. That's good. And then just a little bit of hammering right there. And I think that should be good. Alright. Alright guys, just so you guys are aware, once everything is done, like I make the power that I want and everything for this car, I do plan to take out the engine and then clean everything up. I want to paint everything, I want to weld everything, and then kind of brace everything. And then that should be it. But until then, those are just going to look like that.